Okay, we're back and we're talking about hypothesis testing, this time with a two-tail test. So again, we are going to use our hypothesis testing quiz paper, and we're looking at example number 2 now. And with this example, the keyword, okay, which is the last sentence, at a level of 5%, can we conclude that the monthly rent outside San Francisco differs? Okay, so using the word differs, okay, is going to tell us that when we write our null hypothesis, we know that the mean is going to be equal to a value, but differs means that is going to not equal it. So in this particular problem, they're saying that the average monthly rent for a one-bedroom home in San Fran is $1,229. Okay, so we're saying if it differs, it's not going to be equal to $1,229. So again, there is our null hypothesis and our alternative hypothesis. That's always the first step, identifying that. Okay, drawing a picture and stating the rejection rule. So again, we need to know what is the level of significance. Well, in this problem, it is 5%. Because it is a equals not equals problem, this is what we call a two-tail test. So we have to cut that level of significance in half. So if you look up 0.025 in your table, okay, your normal distribution table, okay, that is going to be negative 1.96, which means it's going to be symmetric on the other side. It's going to be positive 1.96. So the rejection rule is basically going to say we're going to reject the null hypothesis if our z-score comes out to be greater than 1.96 in our test, or if our z-score comes out to be less than negative 1.96. So when you have a two-tail test, there are two options, okay? If it falls in this region or it falls in that region, those are called the rejection zones. The tails are the rejection areas. If my z-score falls anywhere in between, then I'm not going to reject the null hypothesis, okay? If it comes out to be 1, 0, negative 1, those are all non-rejectable areas. When we do our third step, we're going to be able to come back to this and compare. So in step 3, okay, find the z-score. So when we sampled in the problem, okay, it said that we sampled 35 one-bedroom homes, okay? So 35 is our sample size. Okay, when we sampled them, they had a rent of $1,350 compared to the $1,229 we hypothesized. And the last piece, as always, is the standard deviation.